straight ahead on Falcon Weekly. Alabama prepares for another round of storms. Find out how long it will last and how it's affecting events here on campus.
And 3 people are dead after a gunman opened fire in a Kansas community. Hear why he's being charged with a hate crime.
And you may have seen some of your classmates and professors behind bars last week. Find out how they helped raise money to end slavery.
Plus, how does smashing fruit raise money for the hungry? We'll have the answers. Falcon Weekly starts now.
Hello and welcome to Falcon Weekly. I'm Sloan Gibby.
And I'm Kayla Guillo. Thanks so much for joining us. After an already rainy day, it looks like we're in for some more wet weather.
Falcon Weekly's Tom Davis joins us outside the Mascom building live with a look at this week's weather. Tom?
The weather has taken a quick turnaround, starting off the week with heavy rainfall all over the state. And it looks like it's going to continue into tonight. As we can see, the severe weather threat has passed beyond Montevallo, but we can still expect widespread showers and thunderstorms, which could result in flash flooding, so please be careful on the roads when making your way home this evening. Looking into the rainfall for the next 48 hours, the rainfall will continue to fall. The participation scale reveals that we can expect at least 1.5 inches of rainfall in the Shelby County and Montevallo area in the next 2 days. Moving along into our 7-day forecast, today's high will be 70 with a low of 43, with a 100% chance of rain. Tomorrow will reach a high of 52 and a low of 32 with a 50% chance of rain. On Wednesday, the sun will come out with a high of 65 and a low of 42 with 0% chance of rain. Thursday will be partly cloudy with a high of 69 and low of 51 and 10% chance of rain. The rain will return on Friday with a 40% chance of rain and a high of 66 and a low of 51. Entering the weekend, Saturday will be partly cloudy with a high of 70 and low of 50 with a 10% chance of rain. Sunday won't be significantly different, also partly cloudy with a high of 73 and low of 50 with a 10% chance of rain. And that's all the weather we have for you for this week. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Tom. The weather is causing the University Program Council to change plans for tomorrow's Falcon Fest. The event kicks off tomorrow at 4 p.m. on Farmers SLC stage. This year's Falcon Fest is featuring the a cappella group, The Exchange. The event was supposed to take place outside, but is being moved indoors because of the weather.
You may have seen some of your professors and fellow classmates behind bars in front of the CAF last week. Falcon Weekly's Max Green explains why they were willing to be locked up.
My skin is burnt. I've been here for an hour and a half. My skin is burning.
For the past 3 years, Montevallo students and faculty have been imprisoned in front of the CAF, begging for donations to be bailed out. Even Dr. Stewart isn't safe from the cage. University physics professor Kevin Hope explains why he and other professors are locked up.
Well, the cage is here to help us raise money to help charities that deal with modern-day slavery and human trafficking. And so they ask us to join in, participate in coming in to be bailed out.
This week-long donation event is known as Freedom Week, and while the students and teachers who come behind those bars help to lighten the mood, the ultimate cause is very serious. Freedom Week volunteer Abby Betts sheds light on why it's so important.
We are trying to end modern-day slavery, in which 27 million people are currently enslaved throughout the world, both in the U.S. and abroad. And that's just too high of a number for us to live with, and we're trying to bring an end to that as swiftly as possible.
Betts says many countries, such as India, Greece, and Russia, are large areas of sex trafficking and labor slavery. But one of the most shocking places is right on our home soil.
The Super Bowl is one of the highest peaks of sex trafficking in the U.S. per year, which is terrifying, and you don't really think that should go hand in hand, but I suppose it's the large crowds and just chaos and large amounts of drinking. I guess women will be most susceptible to being abducted, and it's just really sad.
With a passion to end worldwide slavery, the community of Montevallo is taking up the call.
Students have found something that they want to get behind and they believe in, and I really appreciate that. It's something that you don't see at every university.
And just maybe you can help a professor out.
Come on, support Freedom Week.
For Falcon Weekly, I'm Max Green reporting.
To learn more about Freedom Week, visit the Church at Shelby Crossing's website at shelbycrossing.net.
The University of Montevallo is calling for Green Fund proposals. The UM Green Fund is a pool of money used to provide grants for campus projects to improve sustainability and decrease our ecological footprint. Any member of the UM community, including students and student groups, can write a Green Fund grant proposal. The fund has $20,000 available for projects. Proposals are due May 1st and the funds are available through August 15th. Check your forum email for more information.
The Graduate Information Fair is coming this week, so if you're considering graduate study, you can learn about your options. The fair will be this Wednesday, April 16th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. outside the Anna Irvin Dining Hall. All students, even underclassmen, are invited to attend. The Psychology Career Event is also this Wednesday, April 16th at 3:30 in Comm 305. The event is designed to show people what they can do with a psychology degree. This event is open to all students.
On April 9th, the Department of Communication held its second annual Honors Day ceremony. Mass Communication and Communication Studies students were honored for their academic excellence and extracurricular involvements. There are many different types of awards given for the Alabamian, National Broadcasting Society, Alpha Epsilon Rho, Lambda Pi Eta, Dean's List, President's List, and College of Fine Arts scholarships. Congratulations to all those who are recognized for their accomplishments. This past weekend, the city of Montevallo hosted its 8th annual Arts Festival. As Falcon Weekly's John Albee shows us, many of Montevallo's most talented artists turned out to show off their work.
Orr Park hosted Montevallo's 8th annual art festival on a beautiful day, Saturday, April 12th. Students and long-term residents alike came to stroll through the scenic surroundings and peruse the local art that defines Montevallo. The festival also featured food, live music, and of course something for the kids too. There's a wide variety of items here at the art festival. Paintings, prints, jewelry made from spoons, even realistic birdhouses. Montevallo's Art Council is responsible for making this event happen every year. University of Montevallo graduate Steve Gilbert, who's on the board of directors for the Art Council, described the motivation behind the event.
Well, it started out, right around the time they formed the Arts Council here, and they were looking for a signature event to have and to bring artists into Montevallo and into the community, and so the park made a natural venue for that.
If you would like to have a booth at next year's Art Festival, you must get the approval of the Arts Council and pay a small fee. Fees for student booths are the most economical, costing around $20. Reporting for Falcon Weekly, I'm John Albee.
For more information on the City of Montevallo's Art Council, you can check out their website at montevalloartscouncil.org.
Students on campus saw strange sights last week, from people dressed as watermelons to others smashing fruit on the quad. Falcon Weekly's Heather Buckner went out to see what some students are doing for a good cause.
Lambda Chi hosted their second annual Watermelon Fest on King Quad Thursday afternoon.
We're partnered with Feeding America, and it's to raise canned foods and all that stuff, like non-perishable food items for, the homeless or the needy or the hungry.
Admission was either $1 or a can of food. Cash proceeds have not yet been determined, but Lambda Chi said in total the Greeks raised about 56 pounds of canned goods for their philanthropy, the North American Food Drive. Events included a watermelon eating contest, a seed spitting contest, tug of war, watermelon bowling, a relay race, and a costume contest, to name a few. More people were in contests than just the competitors, however. One Lambda Chi helped set up for the event in a cardboard robot costume.
I always win. When you're Sammy Shippen, you always win, every day. But at an actual event, no.
Reporting for Falcon Weekly, I'm Heather Buckner.
Hey, I ain't never seen anyone eat a watermelon that pretty before.
For more information on everything going on in Montevallo, visit our UM Falcon Weekly Facebook page or our Twitter at UM Falcon Weekly. You can also see more stories at the Falcon News Network blog. 3 people are dead after a gunman opens fire at a Jewish community center and retirement home. Coming up, hear from one woman who lost her father and her son in the shootings.
Plus, the search continues for missing Malaysian Flight 370. See how Deepwater Submarine is now searching for signs of the missing plane. Those stories and more when Falcon Weekly returns.
Welcome back to Falcon Weekly. We're learning more about the man who opened fire in a Jewish community Sunday, killing 3 people.
As reporter Stacey Cohen tells us, the shooter has a long history of involvement with hate groups.
It was just after 1 p.m. Sunday when police say 73-year-old Fraser Glenn Cross opened fire at this Jewish community center. 14-year-old Reet Underwood and his grandfather, William Corporon, were shot dead inside their car. They had come to the center for American Idol-style music auditions. Cross then allegedly drove to a nearby Jewish assisted living home, killing 53-year-old Teresa Lamano. After being caught and arrested, he shouted a Nazi salute from the patrol car. President Obama expressed condolences while attending the annual Easter prayer breakfast.
No one should ever have to fear for their safety when they go to pray.
The president of the Jewish Community Center said the attack brings their community closer together. Local authorities have not released a list of charges against Cross, although he will face hate crime charges. Cross, who also uses the last name Miller, has been associated with white supremacist groups since the 1970s. The mother of Reet Underwood, who is also William Corporon's daughter, spoke to the media this afternoon.
It was a horrible act of violence, and our dad and my son were at the wrong place at the wrong time for a split second.
In Washington, I'm Stacey Cohan.
Cross has run for political office twice in the past 8 years and was the center of nationwide manhunt in 1987.
A Utah woman faces murder charges after police found the remains of 7 babies inside of her former home. Over the course of 10 years, police say Megan Huntsman gave birth and then killed numerous babies. The remains were found inside her home in Pleasant Grove, Utah, just north of Provo. Huntsman moved out of the house in 2011. It belongs to the family of her estranged husband. Some family members were cleaning out the garage and found a suspicious package with an odor. That led to a full-scale search in which police found the remains of 7 dead babies. The 39-year-old was booked in the Utah County Jail. Police say they searched her current home but didn't find anything there. Florida wildlife officials killed 5 bears in a neighborhood near Orlando after the bear attacked a woman. Authorities say the animals attacked aggressively and weren't scared of humans. The woman found the bears rummaging through the trash in the family's garage Saturday. Authorities say a 200-pound bear knocked her down and bit her. She is expected to recover.
Tuesday marks 1 year since the Boston Marathon bombings. On April 15, 2013, 2 pressure cooker bombs exploded near the finish line of the Boston Marathon, killing 3 and injuring hundreds. The city of Boston will join the mayor and the governor to honor first responders and remember the victims Tuesday. This year's Boston Marathon will be held April 21st. In world news, 71 people are dead and more than 120 are injured after an explosion at a bus station in Nigeria. The blast ripped through the station during the peak time of morning rush hour. So far, no individual or organization has come forth to claim responsibility for the blast. It is believed to be the work of the Islamist militant group Boko Haram.
In South Africa, Oscar Pistorius is back on the witness stand at his murder trial and getting hammered by the prosecutor for the 6th day in a row. The prosecutor, who is trying to paint the Olympic sprinter as a self-obsessed man who intentionally killed girlfriend Reva Steenkamp.
You fired at Reva. These other versions of yours cannot work.
True,
you fired
my
at
lady.
her. You did. Why are you getting emotional now?
I did not fire at Reva.
The trial is scheduled to continue until the middle of May. The judge will decide the verdict in collaboration with 2 experts called assessors. South Africa does not have jury trials.
After 38 days, the search for missing Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 now moves deep underwater. The unmanned U.S. Navy submarine Bluefin 21 will scan the seabed looking for wreckage. The 4 pings detected last week, believed to be from the missing jet's black box, helped investigators narrow the search area. The plane is believed to be nearly 15,000 feet below the surface. Time is running out to get your taxes filed before the April 15th deadline, but there may not be a penalty for some late filers. Find out why when we return.
And the MTV Movie Awards were held Sunday. We'll get you the scoop on how Hollywood's finest fared. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Falcon Weekly. The clock is ticking to get your taxes filed on time.
Falcon Weekly's Wilbert Scott joins us live in the studio with some last-minute tips, plus how you can get some free food on tax day. Hi, Scott.
Hi, guys. Tax procrastinators, listen up. If you're owed a tax refund and you don't file by Tuesday, you won't get hit with the penalty. This has always been the case, but many people just realize it. The IRS is anxious to collect payments from those who owe, but it's less concerned about the issues issuing unclaimed refunds. So, if it turns out that you do owe, you'll pay a fine for filing late. Remember, Tuesday, April the 15th, midnight, is the late deadline. Now, here are some tax day freebies. Arby's is giving away snack-size orders of its curly fries with a printed coupon from their website. Also, Sonic is offering half off on soft drinks and slushies. Reporting live in studio, I'm Wilbert Scott.
Thanks, Scott. In consumer news, new data shows U.S. retail sales increased in March at their fastest pace in 18 months. According to the U.S. Commerce Department, sales rose 1.1% to about $433.9 billion. That's the biggest gain since September 2012. Consumer spending accounts for more than 2/3 of the U.S. economy.
While retail sales are up, consumers are expected to spend less money on Easter than last year. According to the National Retail Federation, Americans are expected to spend $15.9 billion on the holiday, averaging $137.46 per household. That's down from $145.13 in 2013, a dip of about 5%. Retailers hope the warmer weather and an upcoming holiday will put a spring in the step of customers.
With Easter around the corner, we wanted to hear from UM students on what Easter means to them. Falcon Weekly's Irene Cardenas went out to learn more about the personal side to the holiday.
Plans for this up-and-coming Easter is to go to my church in the morning, and then afterwards we'll go back to my house and we'll eat and we'll just spend some time together, maybe do Easter eggs or eat lots of candy.
Nothing's been planned out yet, but if the sun's shining, then probably I'd go and ride around and visit family and try to eat free food.
Going to church and spending time with my family, and I'm also playing in the choir, so I'm going to be playing at all the services that we have. So yay for that, and boo. This is a lot of work.
My favorite part of Easter is most likely eating multicolored eggs and candy.
And getting to see family members who I don't see every day. They're coming from Miami to come see me, so that's going to be fun.
My favorite part of Easter is really just being with my family and spending lots of time together, because we really don't get that much time together now that I'm in college, so I really treasure the moments we are.
The city of Montevallo will be hosting an Easter egg hunt this Saturday at Orr Park. There will be games and special prize eggs hidden in the park, and ages newborn to 10 will be able to hunt for eggs. Free food will be available as well. Festivities kick off at 10 a.m. and the egg hunt will begin at 11. Now it's time to catch up on what's happening in Hollywood.
Falcon Weekly's Chloe Allen joins us with the latest celebrity buzz. How's it going, Chloe?
It's going great, guys. A lot of fantastic news coming out of Hollywood this week. First up, some of Hollywood's finest turned out on the red carpet Sunday night for the MTV Movie Awards. Conan O'Brien was on deck as host for the awards, and the event was star-studded to say the least. Musical performances from Eminem, Rihanna, and the British songstress Ellie Goulding kept the night rocking. Several celebrities, including Ellen Page, Jessica Alba, Jared Leto, and Zac Efron were on hand to promote their upcoming movies and present the golden popcorn to the winners. The biggest win of the night was for The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, which took Best Movie of the Year. Jennifer Lawrence could have her own X-Men spinoff. Entertainment Weekly reports that the producers were so impressed with J-Law's performance as the shape-shifting mutant Mistique, they're considering her for a role in her own film. There are no confirmed plans in place. The latest X-Men movie, Days of Future Past, hits theaters May 23rd. It looks like the Iron Man himself has joined Twitter. That's right, Robert Downey Jr. is testing the waters in the social media universe. With only 4 tweets so far, it didn't take long for Downey to gain over 1 million followers in less than 20 hours. Downey's first tweet was a selfie and was captioned, "Talk to me, Twitter." You can follow him by searching for @RobertDowneyJr. Sorry, ladies, Nick Carter is officially taken. The Backstreet Boy tied the knot with his new wife Saturday in California. The couple got engaged just over a year ago, and congrats to the happy couple. And it was a big week at the box office. The superhero blockbuster Captain America: Winter Soldier is still holding strong at the #1 spot for 2 weeks in a row with $41 million. The animated movie Rio 2 put up a big fight for the #2 spot, bringing in $39 million. And the horror film Oculus landed in the #3 spot with $12 million. And there's a fun fact about that Oculus movie, guys. It was actually filmed in Alabama.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So what movies are y'all excited about seeing? Have y'all seen?
I've already seen Captain America, and it was really good.
Yeah.
It exceeded my expectations, so I enjoyed it a lot.
I haven't been to the movies in a while, but I'm looking forward to a couple of them that are coming out soon.
Definitely. Well, that's a look at the entertainment for this week.
Thanks, Chloe. Coming up in sports, we'll take a look at how the NBA playoffs are shaping up.
Plus, find out what living legend is unretiring just in time for the 2016 Olympics. Sports is next.
Welcome back to Falcon Weekly. I'm Rio Smith with a look at this week's sports. After dispatching undefeated Timothy Bradley in their long-awaited rematch, is a Manny Pacquiao-Floyd Mayweather match waiting in the wings? The Filipino congressman/boxer left no doubt in the judges' minds this time as he outpunched Bradley in a bout that some experts believe resembled the first fight in which Bradley won by a controversial split decision. A pretty entertaining fight. Bradley showed great heart and an iron chin, but in the end, Pacquiao's speed and technique was no match for Bradley to handle for 12 rounds. As far as the match with Mayweather, the Pac-Man camp and promoters will have to wait till after May 3rd, the day Mayweather takes on rising star Marcos Maidana. Bubba Watson is the jack of all trades and a master of two after capturing his second green jacket in 3 years. Board wonder Jordan Spieth gave Watson all he can handle though. Spieth sitting at 6 under in his green side bunker. He gets it up, gets a lucky bounce, and it goes in for the birdie to move him to 7 under par. Watson sitting at 6 under par looking for a birdie for the lead and luscious. They always say the Masters is won on the front 9 holes, and Watson was solid all tournament long. Bubba Watson at 8 under taps in the par putt for the win. The Florida native Watson has never won another major outside the Masters. While 15 NBA teams are simply playing for playoff positioning, the Memphis Grizzlies and Phoenix Suns are playing for their playoff lives. Both teams are shooting for that coveted 8th seed for the chance to play the San Antonio Spurs, the top seed of the ultra-competitive Western Conference. The clinching scenarios are simple. For the last 2 games in the regular season, one Memphis win puts them in via tiebreaker over Phoenix. The upstart Suns need some help. They have to win out and hope that the Memphis Grizzlies lose out in order to secure that last seed. Both teams wish they was in the East. The teams face off against each other tonight. Olympic medalist Michael Phelps is diving back into the pool. The swimmer is coming out of retirement to compete for the first time since the 2012 Olympic Games. He'll compete in the Arena Grand Prix in Mesa, Arizona. The competition will feature fellow gold medalists Ryan Lochte and Katie Ledecky. Phelps is the most decorated Olympian of all time with a total of 22 medals. For campus news, sports highlights, and all of that other good stuff, be sure to check out Falcon Fever every Thursday. That's it for me. Happy Monday, everyone.
Thanks, Rio. Get ready for an unusually beautiful moon to grace the skies tonight.
NASA says there will be a total lunar eclipse early Tuesday morning that will turn the moon a burnt reddish orange. This is called a blood moon, and this is one in just the first in a series of 4 consecutive total eclipses. Within a year and a half, North America will be able to see a blood moon a total of 4 times. That's all the time we have for this week's show. Thanks so much for joining us.
For more UM news, be sure to check out the Falcon News Network blog. The web address is on your screen. We'll see you again next week for our final newscast of the semester.